There you go. I mean, if it was in a trust fund or something for Amy, but Tracy with her hands on 14 grand, she'll see none of it.
It's not like there's hope she can spend it on him, then. Doesn't stop her keeping hold of it, though, does it?
Exactly. I mean, that money will come in handy for skiing trips and stuff.
Skiing trips? She's 6.
Well, when she's older, I mean, you know, she's about to want loads of stuff. Teenagers can be very expensive.
True, and you may have 2 by then. Oh. There's a view here.
All I'm saying is she needs telling. She's got a daughter to consider.
Right now.
What?
Talk the devil. It's a visiting order from Tracy.
For you?
Yep.
Maybe she just wants to apologise for the way she behaved at the funeral.
Well, in that case, she would have invited you and all.
You're right, she's definitely up to something.
Well, I found out this afternoon, won't I?
Not going.
Why not?
Because knowing Tracy, you'll be walking into some sort of trap.
Oh, I'll have my eyes wide open, won't I?
Yeah, she'll probably stab him out. Not literally, because your mum is a very nice person. Just don't talk to her unless you have to.
Well, I have to.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Otherwise, it's going to drive me mad wondering what she wanted. Anyway, it's like I just said, she needs telling that some of that money belongs to our Amy. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hiya. Oh, hiya. Oh, how's your adoption stuff coming along?
Yeah, fine. Just waiting for Ryan Lloyd to do our references.
Oh, then it does. Well, back mind.
Great.
Boy wrote us a blinding one, bless him, full of long words. Like, do you know, I can't even remember. Anyway, they were all really good. As soon as I read it, I'm sure they'll be snapping us up. And they'll do you a really good one as well, when they get round to it. You ain't got a clue about women. First thing she'll do is check out what I'm wearing.
I still don't think this is a good idea.
Relax, baby. I can handle Tracy. Good.
Well, when you bring up the money, just try and be subtle, yeah?
Does she do so?
All I'm saying is, don't go reading her the right act. Because we want to keep her sweet for when this social worker talks to her.
Right.
You listening?
Yes, subtle, sweet, got you.
Only it's important.
Baby, I'll have her eating out my hand.
Hiya. Nice top.
Hang on,
HMP.
So, what did you want to see me for?
To say sorry. I was a right cow at the funeral. I think it was just hard, you know, seeing you with Amy.
It's alright. Probably would have felt the same.
I really appreciate everything you're doing for her. But it helps to know she's being looked after.
Well, she's a lovely kid.
So, can we start again?
Sure.
Great.
Talking of Amy, there's something we wanted to ask you. This money. You are going to use some of it for her, aren't you?
What money?
That Blanche left you. You know.
No, I didn't know.
Oh. Yeah, I think she left Deirdre some jewellery and Ken had a...
Enough about that. How much?
14 grand.
14 grand? Oh my God! Well, Granny, you little beauty.
Pity she had to die to do it, though.
Well, yeah, of course. Hey, I think this calls for a celebration. You couldn't get us a chocky bar, could you?
You still not answering the question. You are going to use some of that money for Amy, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am. I don't need telling her to treat my own child.
Right.
What?
Nothing?
Anyway, there's something I want to ask you and all.
Thought there might be.
Social services have been in touch. about your adoption stuff.
I see.
They want to know my opinion of Steve. Now, I could tell him how he didn't want to know when I was preggers. Or I could tell him what a brilliant dad he's been to Amy. All depends.
On what?
That Amy does not change her name to McDonald.
Yeah, well, I can understand you not being very happy about that. Okay.
Good. And that's just for starters.
Go on.
You know what? My mouth feels all claggy now. You could get us a coffee, could you? You not having one?
No, thanks. I'm hoping I'm not going to be here that long.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's forget the small talk. I'll tell you what else I want.
See, I don't think you're in much of a bargaining position. Only, it'd be terrible, wouldn't it, if Amy saw even less of you than she does already?
Just you try it. One word to social services, and you won't even have Amy, let alone another kid. Now, are you listening? I want Steve to write to the governor and tell him he's worried about Amy. That she's dead upset about losing a nana and he thinks she needs to see me more often.
You really think they'll increase your visits?
They will when I'm in an open prison.
They'll never move you in there.
Oh, they will. I'm already working on it. But a letter from Steve might just speed things up a bit.
Do you know what I really hate about you? It's the way you could use your own child like that.
I am not using her.
And this from a woman that tried to sell her.
Amy is the reason that I'm doing this.
Right. So, not to do with privileges, then. You don't care a jot about her.
She is everything to me. Whereas you just feigned an interest in her to grab the only man who'd have you.
Actually, darling, they were queuing up.
And were they paying and all?
Cheeky cow.
And I can tell just by looking at you that you're used goods. Oh, and faulty goods at that. At least my eggs are in perfect working order.
Steve said you were a vicious cow and you were right. And you're now Bertram. I'm Arnie, that bargain basement, but like the woman who's wearing it. Aye! Get her back to her cell. And you, out! Right! You can forget about seeing Amy from now on. You can kiss goodbye to that little bambino, because you have got a cat and hell chance of adopting now.
How did it go?
Don't ask.
Come on, Becky, what happened? You're gonna have to tell me sooner or later.
I hope you've not gone and wound Tracy up.
Mother?
Well, you might as well poke an angry dog with a big stick.
Both of you just back off.
Don't have a go at me, okay?
What does she want then?
Social services have been in touch with her, wanting to know what sort of dad you are.
And?
She says she'll put in a good word.
Well, there you are then.
If we promise not to change Amy's surname to McDonald.
Ah, right.
And she wants you to write some sob story to the governor saying that Amy's missing her like mad and she needs to spend more time with her.
Well, maybe it's a good thing, really. At least you're showing a bit more interest in Amy.
How can you be so thick? This isn't about Amy. She couldn't care less about her.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
No, if you ask me, she can't hack it no more in proper prison, so she wants to doss about in some flipping open prison cum holiday camp.
You're not told her this, have you?
Well, more or less.
Oh.
No, that's nothing. She called me a trollop. No, what's I'm supposed to just sit there and take all that then, am I?
Well, yes, you are, actually. I mean, come on, visiting only lasts for about an hour or something. How hard can it be?
No, hang on. She was the one who started throwing a rate about me.
I told you about her. I warned you.
I know, but I didn't think that she was such a...
You are totally unbelievable.
Hang on.
What did I tell you? I knew it'd end in tears.
Do you have to? Like, I don't feel bad enough already.
card?
Yeah, of course you can. What's up?
I've just had Tracy on the phone in tears.
Oh, here we go. Tracy playing the victim.
Becky.
This one has been laying into her, apparently, making threats.
You didn't?
How dare she tell Tracy that she's going to stop her seeing Amy?
Oh, you never did.
You know what the problem is, don't you? Tracy and Becky are two of a kind.
Me like that little skank? I don't think so.
Excuse me.
But I'm sure things were said on both sides, which were regrettable. But you didn't say you'd stop her seeing Amy, did you?
Well,
Right, maybe I did say something like that, but it was only because you pushed me.
like it or not, Tracy is Amy's mother, and you have got no right to start laying down the law.
Look, why don't we go through to the back room and we'll discuss this over a nice cup of tea?
She could be in there for the foreseeable future. But people don't realise how horrible it is, how hopeless.
Maybe you shan't whack that fella over the head. I'm only saying.
Yeah, that's your trouble, lady. You've got far too much to say for yourself.
Right. Okay, I'm going to hold my hands up here. I should never have said that she couldn't see Amy. I know, but Deirdre, it was her own fault. She was completely vile to me. She was dead insulting. And, come on, all that stuff about saying that she's going to put in a good word if we do what she asks. I'm sorry, but that is notebook blackmail.
And that's another thing.
What?
You've got one hell of a temper on you.
Oh, get lost, I ain't that bad.
Well, put it this way. I've never heard of a visitor being chucked out of a prison before.
Oh, please don't tell me that happened.
Oh, apparently she launched herself across the table, practically tried to strangle Tracy, had to be physically restrained by two guards.
Well, I'm very sorry, Deirdre. I had no idea. I'm sure Becky didn't mean it. Did you, Becky?
No,
Well, go on. Apologise.
it's all right.
Deirdre. Listen, Deirdre, I'm really sorry. The thing is with Becky is that she's her own worst enemy. She's a total hothead.
Cheers, Steve. Thank you. Just totally slag me off, why don't you?
Oh, very mature.
Shut it, Steve.
What have you got to sulk about? You're the one that got us into this mess. We can't afford to go rattling Tracy's cage. It's madness. She gets someone, it blows our chances to adopt. Becky, can we talk about this, please?
It's gone beyond that now. You completely humiliated me today.
No, we never.
You stuck up for Tracy instead of me. I can't believe you did that.
Damage limitation, that's all that was. And I wouldn't have had to do it if you'd have kept your flipping trap shut.
Oh, will you stop? I'm warning you.
Oh,
Stop
yeah,
going
of course you are. Because this is what you do. You get all leery and start kicking off.
All right, that's enough. You're making a right show of yourself.
I told you about Tracy. I told you what she was like. Did you listen? No, you didn't.
All right, go on then. Since you've got so much to say for yourself, because I'm listening to you now, aren't
Yeah, and so is everybody else. Just go in the back, the pair of you, and sort it out. Please.
No wonder you're so thin.
Hey.
Well, all this pacing up and down like a caged tiger.
Well, I wish I had their teeth, Eileen, because I can think of at least two people I'd like to rip a chunk out of.
Look, my mum's right. We need to sort this. Come on.
Whoa, now
wait
don't
up.
wind
Looks
me
like
up,
the floor
Steve.
show's starting
Who knows
up again.
what I might do.
Never a dull moment in here.
I'm a hothead, you see. No control over myself whatsoever, apparently.
We'll never get anywhere, you and me, because this is what you do. Every time things are going well, you chuck a flaming great spanner in the works.
Oh, my. Listen to you and your pathetic amateur
Whoops,
psychology.
and there it goes. Once again, you're ruining everything that's good in your
Oh,
life.
shut up! What do you care, really? Come on, you've already got a kid, haven't you? You've already got your little family. No, I'm really glad all this has happened today, because do you know what? It's made us see what we knew already deep down. We ain't fit to adopt a kiddie, Steve. Look at us. No, just face it, we have no chance.